Hi everyone, this is Brenda from Craft Obsessions and I'm just bringing you a quick video and it's how to use some of these beautiful Concord and 9th die and stamp sets that we've got. Today I'm using the Happy Words set. So in it you get a set of dies. So there's an outer rectangle here, then the inner one that allows us to make a lovely frame. And then there's the word happy and like a bloom, a flower bloom, which goes across to make a frame, and it joins up on the side. I'll show you exactly what I mean when I'm showing you how to cut it out. There's also a small banner, heart and stars. So it's a nice set, very versatile. This comes with the word happy and the flower, but there's also other dies that you can use with this outer frame. This is like the base set, if you like, and there's other words that you can use with the outer frame, and we have those on the website, so if you want to have a little look at those, that would be good. And then this is the stamp set, very versatile. As you can see, you've got the dark like filled line of happy, then you have the outer line, so you can do you know, just the line one, or you can stamp it first with a colour and then outline it using some of the stamp platforms that are out there. That looks lovely. We've got do what makes you, obviously with happy or whatever, to brighten your, Valentine's, dear, together, heart, here's a little, New Year, holidays, oh, to you, happy stamp, hello, so, the stamp of the bloom, a little heart. Then we've got very, birthday, mothers, you make, me, day and my, and then there's a stamp of a star and also an exclamation mark. So you could make, I don't know how many different verses or little sayings with these. Very, very useful. So that's what I'll be using today. I'm also going to be using Stick It to help stick down the frame. So when you get your dies, see they were all joined together, and you just sort of clip them off with a little pair of wire cutters here. You can sand these little nodules down if they annoy you, but I haven't got around to it yet. So this frame makes an outer frame. Then we've got, this is the inner part. So I'm going to show you, if you'll be able to see, hold it to the light maybe. Have a look. You've got the line that actually cuts the die, but there's a gap here where the line stops. Can you see that? I don't know if you can actually see that. But there's no cutting line there. So when that cuts out, that leaves that piece intact. And then that's where the words and the other bits come in, because if you can see, these have got the lines here. So what you do is you cut this first, then you take your word and you line it up with the gap you've got on your card. I'm going to show you how to do this. And then you run that through, and that cuts out the word or whatever it is you've got joining across there. You don't run both these through together. You would cut this piece first and remove that, and then you line up with this, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. And then here's the flower. That's the same. It's got the line at the side there. That's exactly the same. And as I said, there's other words in the set that that you can, you know, get to change, which is good. So what I've done is I've cut the outer. This is what the outer one cuts, and then you would put this on and run that through your die cutter. I'm not going to do that now, you all know how to do that. So you would just run that through, and when that cuts, you will end up with a piece like this. And as you can see here, this is where it's joined. It's cut all the way around here and up here, but it's joined here. And you, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's flat. So what you would do is you would take your word or flower, whichever it is you're going to. I'm using the word. Work out which way around it is. So that's the H. Now, depending on whether you want the happy at the bottom of your card, you would do it that way around. Or if you want it at the top, you would cut it that way around. So it just depends where you want to position the happy. For this Okay, so I haven't showed you yet, have I? This is the card we're going to be making. So this, in this instance, I've got the happy running across the bottom. And as you can see, it's joined here. And that's what makes this beautiful frame. So to do that, all you do is you take your pre-cut piece, you take your die, and you just pop it on the area where it is. If you just slide it, you'll feel the ridges, and it just slots in. It's difficult for me to explain, but you feel it. You just get it in the rough area, and then you just move it around, and then you feel it when it slots into that gap. So then what you do is, I've got a little bit of washi tape here, but use anything. I would just pop a little bit of tape on there just to hold it in place, and then run that through your die cut machine, whatever it is that you've got, and that would then cut out, which again I won't show you, but it cuts out this. I'll turn that around so we can see it. So there we are. As you can see, it's all joined. It's all a continual frame round here, which is lovely. Do lots of things with it. So that's the tricky bit. Very, very simple to do. So what I have done, I have cut out with the outer, the larger frame, just a piece of card, and then I'm going to use the stamp, this stamp from the stamp set. And if I put this one here, you'll be able to see what we're going to end up with. I'm using fossilised amber oxide ink pads. I love fossilised amber and grey. I just seem to be addicted to it. So what I did on this card is I just stamp the bloom stamp at the top. Just make sure that's, yeah. And then I just put a little bit of a sprig in the bottom corner just to give it a little bit of interest down the bottom. So just put a little sprig down there. There we go. So I popped some stick it on the back of my card before I die cut the frame. I'm just going to peel that off. If you haven't used Stick It before, there's lots of videos on YouTube. You can have a little look. Easy to use. Even easier to stick down intricate die, especially with these words. They're all a bit loopy. There we go. Just peel that off. Peel off the lettering. There we go. And then I'm just going to line this up. Just line that up like so. There we are. Just use my tool there to, lovely. And then I've also stamped do more of what makes you. Again, that could be absolutely anything that you're stamping on there. Make up your own with the with all the different words that are on there. So it's so versatile to make up any sentiment that you would like. I'm just going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to stamp that in there. There we go. Then I have already done an outer edge. I've just stamped that bloom stamp around the edge. Just pop a little bit more tape on the middle of this, and then we will position that on our base like so. I've just run around the edge of this, if you can see, with an ink pad, just to darken the edge. I think it just makes it pop a little bit. And then I'm just going to pop some tape on there. Get my card blank. And line it up. I'll just turn it over because that ink's wet. I don't want to rub it. And there we are. Very simple. Beautiful card. Again, that sentiment could be anything. Have a happy day. You make me happy. Whatever you like. So I'll pop that out the way. I've got some other cards here I've done. These ones I did, again, this is the same idea, using the oxide ink pads. And the inner one I just sprayed with water to make it a little bit more misty, a bit of a change of a background. This is using the bloom die, like we did with the happy die, and that's been raised up with some foam pads, made the frame raised up. Another one, very simple border, using the words. This is a lovely shaker card with the, you know, the frame stuck up and some gears and things put inside. Another one here using the flower die. And just a very plain, simple frame with a happy birthday to you. I've also cut out, just to show you how it looks, that bloom. I've already done that and cut that one out, as if you can see. It's a very pretty. The one there's one of the samples here. Here we go. This one was cut a couple of times, you can see, and layered up in different colours, using Stick It again, so it's really easy to lay the different colour card on top of each other. So that was just cut out once in the green that joined the frame, and then again in the yellow, which was then just stuck over the top with some Stick It to give it a different colour. But using this one, I mean, I've just already stamped some of the words on a card. You make my day very happy. And then you would pop your frame on over the top, like so. Another very simple card. This could be put on foam, raised up. You could have it raised on foam pads. That would look really nice. So there we go. That is the Concord and 9th Happy Words set. Very simple and easy to do. So if you pop over to the website and have a look at those, you can look at the other words as well that go with this set. This is the base set, and there's individual words. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back again soon with another one. Thanks very much. Bye bye.